Welcome back to the NASCAR 14 Let's Play, ladies and gentlemen. Right now I'm about to do race 28 of 36, the second race of the chase, the second race of the Challenger round. I'm here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, here in Loudon, New Hampshire, for the ride of the Sylvania 300. So, got the win at Chicagoland. Very intense though on the final laps, just fuel-wise. You know, if I didn't save enough fuel, or you know, if there was a lap or two more, I would have ran out of gas while leading the race, but just had a slither of gas left to win at Chicagoland Speedway, and also lock myself into the second round of the chase. So, I got the win out of the way, and now we're on to one of my worst racetracks, where even though I have nothing to lose now, for now, until we hit the second round, I'll probably still get frustrated and rage over this race, so it wouldn't be surprising, you know? So anyway, now we're here at New Hampshire. 100% difficulty, qualifying would be just a minute, 90 laps. Great. Tire wear times 1, fuel use times 2, cautions on, visual damage only. Accept the changes, time to go for qualifying. Alright. Should be fun. Should be a fun race. Because you all know how great I am here. So let's begin the qualifying. So, watch me don't make the second round of qualifying, because I know that won't happen. So here I go out on the racetrack and see where I will qualify. Oh man, I tell you what, it's already starting off great. Yep, oh my god, Michael Annett was fastest at first. Look at that, 6/10 behind. Oh look, a better lap time. Yippee. Hey look, it's my buddy Yearly. By the way, I'm going to drive the Sirius satellite radio car for today's race. You could probably already tell. Also, I'm going to race this scheme at Dover as well. So the next two races, this one and then Dover, you're going to see this scheme. I like how I got around Yearly on the outside lane. That's awesome. That don't normally happen here, where I get by someone on the outside lane. Wow, I hit the wall in the straightaway. Hey, look at that. Sitting 26th right now, which won't help me to make the second round of qualifying. Awesome. Just as I expect. Oh gosh. Ow! Wow, I hit that wall pretty hard. Oh my god, Joseph, get off the flat part. These pack of cars behind me. You got David Ruman behind me, Matt Kenseth, JJ Yaley. Oh! He came up into me. Oh my god, this car's tight. Oh, it's gonna be a long race for me. Oh, okay. Bane. Sitting 30th right now. With a minute left. Denny Hamlin's got the pole position right now, but yet there's still another round. Oh, lock up the brace, Joseph. Why not? There's Ryan Newman behind me. Oh, man. McMurray is also there. Oh, okay. A little bit tight. Oh, this should be interesting. Oh, I could go one more lap around. Man. Alright. Won't make the second round qualifying. Yay! And 30th. Terrible. It's alright. Whatever. I expected this anyway. Let's continue on. Forget about the qualifying. Let's just move on into the race. Skip. Race. Yes. Let's just go. Let's just go. Begin race. Let's just go. Okay. So, here we are at New Hampshire Motor Speedway here at Loudon, New Hampshire for the running of the Sylvania 300 for 90 laps. Yep. Look at this crowd. They're going to see a wreck fest, I guarantee you. How many times do I wreck? There you see the cars lined up on pit road from the front. And you see the cars lined up on pit road from the back. You can see the Blue Angels up there. Kevin Harvick starts on the pole. Kyle Busch will start second. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will start third. And Jimmy Johnson will start fourth. And there's the Blue Angels flying above. Very nice. Very nice. There's the Sylvania 300 Winners Trophy if you win here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, something I will not get in this race. So, here we go. Pace car is off. Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch will lead us down to the green flag. I will start in 30th as we're set to go for 90 laps of a hell race for me. And here we go, second race of the chase. The green flag is out and we are underway here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Look at that, dropping already the 32nd. Kevin Harvick leads the first lap of the race. Oh, wall trip. Okay. Oh, gosh. Holy ow. Okay, we're fine. I'm fine. No problems. I'm gonna drop back quick, though, because I'm stuck on the outside lane, which I never do good up here. Oh, ooh. Oh, I would like to get to the bottom lane. Whoa! Here I go. I can have a shot right here. Three laps complete in this race. Kevin Harvick's still the race leader, and I dropped to 40th. Dropped 10 spots. Just because I'm bad. Oh, Gilliland got in the back of me. Whoa! Oh, look, a battle where last place is at. Oh, Jesus. Yay, I'm in last. Not surprising. Just as I expected. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna go in the... Ow! Alright, well, there's the wall. I'm gonna hit that several times today. Off turn 2 and off turn 4. Battle for 42nd, yay! Got around him. Never been so excited to be in 42nd. It's always exciting to be in 42nd. I'm gonna set my new fastest lap too. Look at that! Oh, 29-second flat. Oh, wow, Joseph. Would you like to turn the car, please? I'm catching these guys again. I'm pulling away from Michael and Ned, which is a good thing, because I don't want to be in last. Sucks being last. Hey, look, I'm going to be in the 28 seconds, maybe? Yes. Not a good 28-second lap, but at least I'm there. This car is so tight, I have to, like, stay out of gas for the longest time. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, chain reaction up there. I'm in the chase, and yet I'm running back here in 42nd. It's pitiful. Well, 41st now if I could get around Michael McDowell. Oh gosh, I'm tight. Oh gosh. Okay, we're fine. Alright, so little by little, I should be able to pass other drivers. Well, I mean, you know, I say that I may not win this race, but remember Pocono? What, like a few races ago? Where I ended up finishing 4th there, one of my worst racetracks. And I got a 4th place finish, so who knows, I could get a top 5 here. I saw Jimmy Johnson, yeah, Jimmy Johnson's battling for the lead with Kevin Harvick right now. Kevin Harvick led the first 9 laps of this race. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh my gosh. When you know I'm bad here, when I hit the wall on the straightaway, you know I'm bad here. Alright, so 10 laps completed in this race. Jimmy Johnson is the new race leader. I'm running back in 41st. I got as low as last place. Then I passed Michael Annette and Michael McDowell, the 2 Michaels. There's still another Michael in this race, and that's Michael Waltrip. He's up there a few spots ahead of me. Right behind Cole Witt right now. That left front tire is showing some yellow right now. That's because I was locking up the brakes. Gosh. I'm gonna make this car looser, because I can't hold the bottom lane with this car right now. Getting around Alex Bowman, maybe to get up to 40th. Harvick trying to take back the race lead. And I'm still trying to get around Alex Bowman, that Dr. Pepper Toyota. Oh, you know what? I don't even know why I did that. But it worked anyway. I hit the wall doing it, but, you know, whatever works, alright? Bet that surprised Alex Bowman for sure. Oh my gosh. Can't turn this thing. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, Joseph. I like how we went high up the racetrack entering the corner, then just went as low as I can, trying to leap the corner. I went down all the way to the flat. Didn't really help me at all. Okay. Oh! And there I go. Alright. Well, that's fantastic. And I overcorrected it too. Like that. You know, I don't even know why I tried to save it. I should just let go of the analog stick and let it save it itself, but, you know me. Alright, so how many cars are going to come down pit road right now? It looks like about everyone, so if that's the case, I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to make my car looser as well. Yeah, it looks like everyone's coming down pit road, so I'm going to head down pit road as well. That sucks. I got turned alright. Somebody stayed out. A couple cars stayed out. Let's see. Okay, gonna try that. Well, that's... God. I already got turned around by Michael McDowell. And you know, alright, so 4 tires, full tank of fuel. I went down on the track bar, down on the wedge as well, see if that will work. Make my car looser. You know, I could have saved it, but I overcorrected it. I should have just not tried to save it at all. I should have just kept it sideways like that, see if it'll straighten out like that. But I was doing this with my analog stick and I overcorrected it. I don't even know why I touched it. 2 cars in pit, Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards. Looks like Jeff Gordon was the first one off pit road. Hey, last place! Just as I expected to be here at New Hampshire. Alright, so after the first caution brought out of a spin by me, getting back to the restart with 72 laps to go. Green flag back in the air. Oh my gosh! Parker Klinkman. Oh goodness! What are we doing? We're 4 wide. Oh! Oh gosh! I moved up a couple spots. Carl Edwards, the race leader. Someone way up high there, I believe it was David Ruderman. Jeff Gordon is battling for the race lead. Oh. Oh, turn. Oh boy. Kevin Harvick now back as the race lead. No, Jeff Gordon. Looks like they're still battling for the race lead. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. Oh. bumped McDowell out of the way. Okay, alright. That's fine, I guess. I got squeezed. I mean, I don't know what I was supposed to do there. McDowell checked up in front of me, and all of a sudden I found my way out to the outside of him, and then he still comes up. I think the AIs in this game will have that mindset. If someone's on the inside or outside of you, give them the room, you know? Not really. I mean, it is eugenics. So I'm up to 40th. A few laps after the restart. Jimmy Johnson now battling for the race lead with Kevin Harvick. Oh gosh. Yep, I've hit that wall quite a few times. One time I hit it so hard. A couple of times actually. Get out of my way on that. Great. I'm like 1.2 seconds behind Cole Witt. So Johnson now the race leader. Oh, get on the brakes, Joseph. Damn, man. Oh, Michael in that. So up to 39th. Gosh darn it! I cannot. Just lock it up in the corner. I'm telling you, I'm so bad here. Great. Now I'm stuck on the outside lane. I will say the car is handling better than what it was in the first part of the race. After I went down on the track bar and down on the wedge. Seems like it's doing really well. Josh Wise and Michael Annette side by side behind me. Oh my god. Ow! Look at it. Look at the damage to the right side of the car. That's pitiful. Well, the left side isn't that bad. It's got a few scrapes on it, but Jeff Gordon for the race lead. Battling with his teammate Jimmy Johnson. Gosh darn it. Somebody's down pit road. That's Kurt Busch. He didn't pit under the first caution, so he's down pit road. Oh! Kurt Busch is going to be a lap down. That's Carl Edwards down pit road as well. He's also one of the drivers that didn't pit under the first caution. Got 60 laps to go here in New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Jimmy Johnson, your race leader, running back in 37th right now. I'm a second behind Cole Witt. Edwards is going to be a lap down as well. So Kevin Harvick has set the fastest lap of the race with a 28.03. My fast lap of the race was back on lap 20, 28.77. I got Kurt Busch behind me. And Edwards, they got fresher tires. They're gonna get around me easily. There goes Kurt Busch. He goes around me. Like I said, he's got the fresher tires. So has Carl Edwards. He's also there behind me. I might as well let Edwards go here because I know he's going to be faster than me. Jeff Gordon going for the lead. Oh gosh! Ow! Oh my gosh! The right side of my car lifted off the ground a bit. That's how hard the hit was. Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson battling for the race lead right now. Hendrick teammates. And these guys have caught me just because I was letting Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards go. Oh, turn, Joseph. Man, look at that. Left front tire. It's in the yellow. Got 55 to go. Soon gonna have to make another green flag, another pit stop, I should say. Oh. I can't turn this thing anymore. I have to really get out of the gas in order for this to turn. It's getting tighter as the run goes on. I should go and make my car looser some more. Kyle Busch for the lead. Oh gosh. Oh, that was close to the wall. Now, looks like Jeff Gordon is battling with Kyle Busch again for the race lead. Alright, Joseph, let's just hit the flat, why don't we? I'm so glad I got the win at Chicagoland. So I expected this to happen. There won't be any pressure on me at Dover either. I mean, I'm good at Dover. But if I don't happen to win, there's no pressure on me anyway, because I got the win at Chicagoland Speedway to lock me into the second round, the contender round. Yeah, those guys up ahead of me has really pulled away now. I can't turn this thing. 50 laps to go here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Sylvania 300. Jeff Gordon, your race leader, and I'm back here in 37th. Soon we'll have to make a pit stop. As you can tell on my fuel gauge right now. Speaking of fuel, man, what an intense moment it was in the final laps at Chicagoland Speedway, where I kind of pitted about a couple laps early. I pitted along with Brian Vickers with like 22 to go. And then I was really concerned while leading the race in the final few laps. Am I going to make it on fuel? Am I going to make it on fuel? I had to save some fuel. Had to get it on the clutch. And when I came down to checker flag to win the race, I mean, it was just a slither of health left. I mean, if I went another lap or two, I would have ran out of gas and not had a shot at the win. Denny Hamlin, the race leader. But then now, here in this race, Just been a terrible race for me. Qualified 30th, fell back at last at one point, spun out, bring out the first caution, and the only caution right now. Just trying to make something happen, but it doesn't look like much is happening anyway. Parker Kleeman trying to get around me. I can't turn this thing! How much slower do I have to go? Oh my god. Question is, when should I pit? Oh my god, the three white behind me. I'm going up the racetrack. I don't understand why this car's not turning anymore. I mean, it's really getting worse right now. Look at my right side tires, too. Oh my gosh. Michael Nett stuck his nose underneath there. Look at that, I'm technically in last. Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards are a lap down. I'm gonna head down pit road. Screw this. Some drivers are pitting right now anyway. Oh my god. I tried not to go that fast. Let's try this again. I mean, the car was getting better. It was better. But I want to get looser some more. Denny Hamlin still stays out on the racetrack. Here comes some more cars down pit road. And here I am for my second pit stop of the race. At the halfway point, 4 tires, full tank of fuel, and another down on the track bar and wedge. Let's see what happens after this. Let's go, let's go, let's go, 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 go. And even JJ Elliott got out ahead of me. Alright, so I'm back in last place right now. Denny Hamlin pits. Jimmy Johnson stays out as of right now. There they are behind me. Oh yeah, this car is handling nice right now. Well, I'll give it a couple laps and see. Jimmy Johnson is down on pit road right now. Look at that. I gained no time, gained no positions on the set of green flag pit stops. Still gonna be back here. That's fantastic. Danica Patrick still stays out on the racetrack. She's the race leader. Oh, look at the run I got through here. Whoa! Squeezing through the middle. Danica Patrick now hits pit road. I think she was the only one that hadn't hit pit road yet. Now she's in. Yeah, she was the only one. So now she's down pit road. And I'm up to 40th again. And now back on the lead lap. Kevin Harvick now has the race lead once again. Wow, come on, turn! Jesus. Locking them up. There's Danica Patrick, she's leaving pit road now. Looks like I'm gonna be back here with her. Oh my god, turn! 40 laps to go. Speaking of 40 laps to go, look at that, even my position is there too, 40th. This really sucks, and I pounded the wall again. Oh, it's on the Dover. Screw this race. God, I can't even catch the guys ahead of me anymore. Oh my god, it did really get sideways going at the entry more. I hate this track with just, And boy, can't wait for Martinsville either. Gosh, turn! Speaking of which, Martinsville and Phoenix are going to be in the same round. In the Eliminator round. Great! Only chance I got there is to win it in Texas. Oh, I can't catch Danica and Yaley and those other guys up there. Really sucks. I wish this race was over right now. The car is handling better, don't get me wrong. I just can't get any speed anymore. Like, I wonder if the speed difference had to do with anything with the adjustments I made. I don't know, but I'm just not getting any speed anymore. So Kevin Harvick, your race leader right now. Just trying to stay ahead of Josh Wise, Michael Annett, and Michael McDowell. Oh my god, turn. I'm just laying my head back here now on the headrest of my chair. Cause you know, I might as well just relax. Cause it's not like I'm gonna do any better in the final laps of this race anyway, so I guess I'll accept the terrible finish. As expected, every time I come here to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's even bad enough that Josh Wise has caught me now. Ugh. Freaking chase driver, and yet I'm running back here. Oh my god! Ah, this is awful. Oh my god! Okay. Gosh! Turn! I think that's Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards down pit road. No, it's actually a couple of cars behind me. That's Michael and Michael McDowell. That's down pit road. A few other drivers are heading down pit road. Gosh. Oh! Oh shit. Oh my god! Ow! Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna pit yet. I think Josh Weiss was trying to pit, and yet I got in this way. But I'm not gonna pit yet. I'll wait a little bit. You know what? Screw it. I'm heading down pit road. You know what? I'm gonna take the gamble. No, you know what? I'll keep this. I'm gonna take a gamble and take 2 tires. Alright, here we go. 2 tires, just right side tires. Let's see if I can get some track position. I have nothing to lose anyway. Might as well take a gamble. Oh crap! I forgot that when you take 2 tires, the pit stop. Look at. You know what? I completely forgot about that. 2 tires don't normally work anyway in this game because you know why? It's not that it's not bad to take 2 tires, but it's the pit crew. It seems like the pit stop is still slow. Oh well, so much for that. Alright, so now I know I'll make it all the way on fuel. Well, there's really no point of me taking the 2 tires then, if my pit stop was still gonna be slow. I literally forgot about that. That was a thing somehow. I'm catching hard. Look at this. It'd be nice if this was for second, but it's not. Question. Oh, I got in the Harvick. The question is, when will Johnson and Harvick pit? Oh gosh. And I only wish this was for the race lead, me catching Johnson right now. But it's not. Ay, ay, ay. So I'm still 2 laps down. Oh, got in the back of Johnson. Oh, I'm gonna pound this wall. Ow! Oh no, Johnson! Oh my goodness. That was not intentional. I really tried to stay off Jimmy there. Oh, look out, Johnson. Oh, look at Harvick for the race lead. Well, I think to those Johnson fans, I really apologize about that right now. Oh gosh, come on. I'm sorry, Johnson. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Well, they're going to be on lap 72. Oh, turn. Jeez, Johnson, you're going slow. Is that Tony Stewart for the race lead? It is. Tony Stewart to the race lead. Well, still trying to get by Harvick, his teammate. Oh, turn. There's Junior. Hamlin behind me. Tony Stewart to the race lead, though. Still, the question is, when will these guys pit? Oh, Johnson! Oh, look at this! Oh, man, I'm in a situation right now. Oh, Vickers! Him and I battled at Chicagoland. Now we're together again, except not battling for position this time. Man, if only I was here in the top 10. But of course, at this racetrack, for me, it don't work that way. This race is almost over. I'm glad. Man, I am just getting past now. Those two tires are starting to kick in now. Some more drivers are heading down pit road. I believe this is where we're going to see some drivers hit pit road. Harvick is in. Kyle Busch is in. Joey Logano, Clint Boyer. Brian Vickers is in now. Hey guys, I haven't been paying attention to the leaderboard for several laps. I'm in last place. Even though I took 2 tires on the pit stop, yet it was still a slow pit stop because I forgot that's how Utendix works with the 2-tire pit stops. You're still slow. Because I guess the game is still trying to read that you're thinking that you're taking 4 tires. Danny Hamlin's in, Dale Knight Jr., Jeff Gordon is in. Because I bet the game's still trying to read that you're still taking 4 tires. So... I wonder if I'm going to finish last. Ow! Think about it, I'm going to go from winning at Chicagoland to finishing possibly last place here. Greg Biffle is in. Tony Stewart and Jimmy Johnson still stays out on the racetrack. I mean, I'm 5.6 behind Ryan Truex. And then Casey Mears is back here as well. Unless it's because, like, Josh Mears and Truex, they have not pitted yet. Along with Josh... No, well, Josh Weiss, I know, probably haven't pitted yet. I don't know. I don't really know how this is working out. Gosh, Joseph turned the car. Tony Stewart and Jimmy Johnson still stays out on the racetrack. Guess what, guys? It's coming to 10 laps to go for them. It'll be 12 laps to go for me. When all... Oh, wow! Holy crap, Joseph. Learn how to use a brake? Jimmy Johnson is down pit road. 10 laps to go for Tony Stewart. He's still gonna have to pit, though. Can't wait for Dover. I got some good tracks coming up. I got Dover, then I got Kansas. Charlotte I'm good at. Talladega. Talladega could be anyone's race, though. But I am good at restricted plate races. Oh my god. 8 laps to go. No, 9 to go. Be 8 laps to go next time by for Tony Stewart, but I guarantee he still has to pit. Hopefully I can still at least finish on the lead lap. There's Harvick behind me. He's catching me, of course, because he's on the fresher tires. And I believe that's Kyle Busch back there as well. Looks like him. Yeah, it is. Alright. Oh my god, this car's tight. I am going really slow now. There's Harvick behind me. Guys, I think I'm going to finish last. I think the only one that's not pitted yet is Tony Stewart. It looks like I'm going to finish last, which really sucks. Oh, Harvick! I'll let him go. I'll let him go. That was not worth getting in his way. But, it's amazing how you take 2 tires and yet you still lose time on the pit stop because the game is still thinking that you're taking 4 tires. What the hell? That was weird. I guess I'll accept the last place finish. I'm gonna let these guys go. No reason to get in their way. Yeah, I'm gonna finish last, guys. This is bad. This sucks. And I'm, you know, even if Tony Stewart pits, I'm still gonna finish a lap down. Four to go for Tony Stewart. Is he pitting or is he gonna stay out? Kevin Harvick will be the race leader. Whoa, what the hell? Wow, is Jimmy Johnson really back there? What happened to him? He was up towards the front unless he got held up. Let me get out of these guys' way. Showing some courtesy right now. Tony Stewart leading with 3 laps to go. And yeah, guys, I'm going to finish last in this race. It's amazing how I came in ahead of some drivers. 2 tires on the pit stop, and yet I'm going to finish last. This game is bad with 2 tires. I forgot about that glitch. I should have just taken the 4 tires anyway. I forgot about that glitch in this game where you want to take 2 tires, but the game still won't allow it because you'll still have a slow pit stop. 2 laps to go for Tony Stewart. I'm going to finish last anyway. I'm just going to let these guys go. Not get in their way. And now on the final lap for Tony Stewart. White flag is out. Final lap for Tony. It's like... Oh, wow, Kenseth. It's been a while since I finished last in a race. It looks like it's going to happen here today at New Hampshire. Tony Stewart will win the Sylvania 300 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Guess he had enough fuel. Carl Edwards is in. I'm so glad I won Chicagoland. So glad I won Chicagoland. It's alright. I'm in the second round of the chase after the win at Chicagoland Speedway, so... I mean, I had nothing to lose in this race, and even at Dover in the next race as well. Alright, race results. Oh, God. I went from winning at Chicagoland Speedway to finishing last the next race. So Tony Stewart wins the Sylvania 300 here in New Hampshire Motor Speedway, led 19 laps. Look at this. Tony Stewart was the only driver on the lead lap because he was the only driver that has not pitted, and he had enough fuel to make it to the end. Kevin Harvick finished a second lap down. He also set the fast lap of the race with a 28.03. Ricky Stenhouse 3rd, Kyle Busch 4th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 5th, Brian Vickers 6th, Denny Hamlin 7th, Greg Biffle 8th, Joey Logano 9th, and Jimmy Johnson rounds up the top 10. Jimmy Johnson also set the most laps of the race with 31. Jeff Gordon 11th, Martin Truex Jr. 12th, Matt Kenseth 14th, Kyle Larson 15th, Kurt Busch 16th, Jamie McMurray 18th, Casey Kane 19th, and Eric Almirola finishes 20th. Carl Edwards 21st, Ryan Newman 23rd, Brad Keselowski 24th, Marcus Ambrose 25th, Paul Menard 26th, AJ Allmendinger 27th, David Ruhlman rounds up the top 30. 31st is Parker Kligerman, 35th is Danica Patrick. How did Danica not lead the lap? Because she stayed out and looked like she stayed out to lead the lap. Unless the previous, the leader before Danica got by barely crossed the start-finish line before Danica ever got to lead a lap, and then she pitted the next lap, so I don't know. Josh Wise rounds up the top 40. Casey Mears 41st, Ryan Truex 42nd, and it's right there on the screen. I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, it is New Hampshire. I didn't think I was going to do that poorly, though. So glad that race is over. Oh, last place. Nailed it. Nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Nailed it. Oh my gosh, okay. So, wow. Well, see, the thing is, am I already locked into the chase second round anyway? Because look at that, I went from 1st to 8th, and now I'm 17 points back from Kyle Busch. So yeah, I mean, I know I'm locked into the second round, so I'm not worried about that. And you know what? I'll gain some points at Dover anyway, because I'm really good there. Well, if I don't have a bad race there. And in the elimination spot right now is Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., Casey Kane, and Paul Menard are in the eliminator spot. They need to step up the pace. However, Kurt Busch and Austin Dillon are tied. But these guys, and I would say these guys here as well, needs to step up the pace if they want to stay into the chase. So, yeah. Let's just move on to Dover International Raceway at the Monster Mile track for the third race of the chase. Race 29 of 36. The final race of the Challenger round until we move on to the Contender round, going into Kansas Speedway. So, I mean, I didn't enjoy this race, but I still hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you at the Monster Mile at Dover International Speedway.